I have a gasket here, a spacer plate that has a gasket on it for a 4. This is for a 5R55SW, but it can be for any transmission that has a gasket that has been cooked onto it. I mean, where it's hard to try to scrape it off. Okay, you have to try to probably use some type of sanding wheel to try to get it off. I'm not talking about the ones that's been glued on, the ones that have been baked on because of being in the transmission fluid for years and years, and it's hard to get it off. Now, some use a spray. It's some type of caustic type spray, chemical, that you're supposed to spray on the gasket, and it eats the gasket. I don't like using that because we already deal with chemicals harsh enough. So what I do is I take this plate and I put it inside of a hot plate. I get a pan. You see the hot plate? Get a pan and put it in the pan and let it boil. Turn it on and put it right inside. Now once it starts to boil, now I've already had this in here, but once you start to see it boiling, just go away and finish working on the transmission. Once that water starts to boil inside this pan, the water is going to start to make the gasket soft. Pretty much the same thing it does when you have antifreeze or water mixing into your transmission to destroy the gasket. So as it starts to get hot, this is already hot. You see it boiling right now. Once it starts to get hot, you can take it out, and then you can take your scraper and you'll see how easy it comes up. Comes up real easy. You know, and you don't have to use any harsh chemicals in order to get this up. Now, sometimes after scraping this, it'll get hard again. So what you do when that happens, just put it back inside the water here and let it boil some more. Okay? Just let it boil some more, and then once it get been in the water for a while, you take it back out. And you proceed to scrape the rest off. When you do it this way, you don't have to worry about using any chemicals to get it off. Isn't it something how water will destroy a gasket, but transmission fluid does not? Okay, so you see how easy that's coming off there. And you got some on the back. Look at that. Look how that come off. Alright. Then what happens after you get the majority of this gasket off, Then you can take your wizard wheel and start to take the little part apart. Okay, after getting the getting the majority of it off with the water, you can go over it with this wizard wheel or your grinder wheel and get the excess off, which would have been much harder using just this if you hadn't set this plate inside the water here, this boiling hot water, and let it peel the gasket up from the plate. Now, again, once you do that, now you're ready to get another gasket and put it on.